Welcome back to the MMA Plug, presented to you by DenverSportsBetting.com on 98.1 FM, Mile High Sports Radio. I'm your host, Jordan Kurtz, sitting here alongside UFC middleweight Josh Fremd. Do you know what the theme of the music so far for the show is? Let us know on the Go Fast Energy Drink hotline and text line at 303-831-1340. Like I say, we will be giving out a prize to whoever chimes in and is able to correctly guess what the theme is. We're about to dive into the Bellator 275 betting preview presented to you by MyFitFoods. MyFitFoods, eat fit, live fit, give a fit. Make sure that you go to www.myfitfoods.com. Use the promo code Peanut Gallery in the check. You will be all taken care of there. This weekend, Josh, Bellator 275 is going down over in Dublin, Ireland. In the main event, we have a middleweight title fight. It's middleweight season right now. It just seems
middleweight season
in the two crown promotions out there. But we have the champion Gegard hung like a Mousasi taking on the number one contender in Austin Vanderford.
Mr. Van Zandt.
Mr. Van Zandt. Now, Josh, what do you think about this middleweight title fight matchup?
Whew. Look, I am a huge fan of Gegard Mousasi. I think that he is phenomenal. I think that if he would have stayed in the UFC, he possibly could have had the championship at one point. Austin Vanderford has been on a run, and I think that he has handled this whole Mr. Van Zandt BS, all this negative stigma that gets sent to him because of just who he's married to and whatever. But the kid is legit. The kid's the real deal. Training down there at American Top Team with a bunch of killers down there. This is going to be a tough test for Mousasi because, let's be honest, Mousasi's been here for a while. He's been here for a minute. So
literally 20 years of competing at the highest of high levels.
Yeah. And that's a long minute, you know? So it's going to be possibly a changing of the crown. You know, I hate to say that because I'm a huge fan, because I really do hope Mousasi gets it done and then calls it a career. But this is a young, hungry lion. And this isn't just, you know, some kid. You can't just say some kid when it's a middleweight title fight in a top promotion. Austin Vanderford's a real deal, and he's going to come out here trying to finish this fight.
Yeah, Austin Vanderford. I mean, I think that if you're a hardcore fan, you understand why he didn't get the contract on the Contender Series, but he was one of the guys early on who had an impressive win that didn't get offered.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, make of the politics what you will, especially in relation to his spouse. But, you know, if we're talking Mr. Van Zandt, he's a legit undefeated prospect. He's a gritty grinder with a wrestling background. But, you know, Josh, like we saw last week with Jim Miller, there's... And again, it's not to discredit Austin at all, because just like you said, he's who he is for a reason. He's a legit number one contender who was deserving of this title shot. But someone who's been around for as long as Gegard has, who has fought across the world in as many different promotions with as many different titles to his resume, is there anything that Austin is going to bring to the cage that he has not already seen at some point?
No, there is nothing new that Vanderford brings.
Is it fair to say that if Austin, and it's not to downplay what his performance could be, you know, but if Austin comes out firing on all cylinders, even if he does come out firing on all cylinders, it could just be an indication of a changing of the guard, and Father Time is finally caught up to Gegard.
Yeah, because that would be the only way I see Gegard losing this fight, and that's the only way I have kind of like a lean towards Austin, if you will, is because I don't know if Father Time has caught him at this moment. You know, right. In his last couple fights, he looked good. He didn't look like he has lost a step.
Definitely is on the back nine.
Definitely on the back nine for sure. This is not prime Mousasi that we're seeing, but Bellator. And he's had a great stint right now. It's just we're going to have to see, because like you said, Vanderford isn't bringing anything new. He's going to be a heavy pressure wrestler with a big right hand. There's really not a bunch of dynamic stuff to him. So is Mousasi going to be able to dissect that and do the Mousasi thing and just finish him? Or is Father Time there, and are we going to see Mousasi put on his back and beat up for 5 rounds?
Do we see a situation to where Mousasi just pulls out some of those little veteran tricks to chip away at Austin? Because Austin's going to come in with a head full of steam.
Yep.
But you say he stuffs a couple of takedowns, he dirty boxes, he's able to do some damage inside the clinch. Do we? I don't know. I want to say that when we're and be fair about it, but I think that when we look at them attribute for attribute, skill for skill, I don't know that there's any one spot aside from maybe American style wrestling that Austin is better.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And I'm not trying to be disrespectful to Austin by any means, but I think that just goes to show and speaks to the resume, the well-rounded resume at that Gegard has.
Yeah. It's just not anything new. We're gonna have to see it. That's why they fight the fight. I'm not gonna say play the game anymore. That reference doesn't apply here because this is not a game.
Exactly. Josh, now with that being said, who do you take?
Gegard Mousasi, 3rd round submission.
Ooh, going all the way deep with the prop. You get not just the pick.
You get the way it's
the round.
But the way it's gonna end too.
You also get the way that it's going to happen. Bold strategy there, Cotton.
See how it plays out.
We'll see how it plays out. I do like the Gegard pick overall, though. I think that it's just the experience factor is going to be a tough thing to overcome. It's not to say that Austin might not get that title at some point in the future.
Yeah.
But it's just, I mean, until we see something otherwise or a real major decline from Gegard, it's hard to go against him.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for watching. Please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. That helps us continue to produce this original MMA content and bring it for you every single week. Tune in to the MMA Plug presented by DenverSportsBetting.com on 98.1 FM, Mile High Sports Radio on Wednesday nights from 6 to 7 p.m.